What's up, YouTube? We're back with another episode of What the Hell Am I Doing? And yes, it has been a while. I believe this week would be 4 weeks since I last filmed an episode. I took a bit of a break. It was the end of the summer. I have other projects I'm working on. Been working on music too, so I had to take some time to do that stuff. And like I've been telling you guys for the last couple of months, I'm going to take some time off randomly. So yeah, and by the looks of things, it looks like the last video I did 4 weeks ago was actually probably still new to most of you now because it didn't do too well. So it is what it is. So we're here. It's now late September. It's September 19th already. Oh my God. And we're well into harvest season. It's been a cold September, and I'm not sure we're going to be lucky like last year. Last year harvest season kind of went right to November. There was a few frosty days in October, but otherwise many days were still warm, and the evenings and nights were pretty decent still. But I don't know if we're going to be lucky like that this year, and I'm hoping all my peppers can finish. As you can see in front of me here, I have last week's harvest, basically. This is the harvest probably from the last 4 days of last week. I'm pulling peppers every day. Some of them I'm pulling when they're still a little bit orange like this one, which I don't know if it really matters, but it's my fault. I'm doing it at night, and sometimes they look redder than they actually are when you're peeking through things, and it is what it is. Something's been eating them, and that sucks. So I don't want to leave them out there too long anyways. And as something eating them, I'm not sure what is doing it. But some of the peppers, I'm finding holes in them and they're gutted. So, I haven't lost a ton of peppers, but I have probably lost about 13 or 14 that way now out of the whole harvest. So it's weird. But yeah, I've been getting harvests this size for about 4 or 5 weeks now. So it's crazy. I've gotten a ton of peppers. The only ones I haven't really gotten a bunch of are the ghost peppers. And if you remember at the start of the season, those plants were white. I guess it screwed them up and put them pretty far behind. They really didn't bud as much as I was hoping. They're not putting out like I was hoping, and I'm hoping what's on them will be ready before the end of the season because, I love ghost peppers. I've gotten some, but not enough. And, hopefully they'll finish. I've got a lot of reapers out there that haven't finished either. I'm starting to get nervous, but I think they're close. I think it'll happen. So, yeah, this is what I've got from the last week. We've got ghost peppers like that one there. It's a beauty. There's another one. There's another ghost too. I am starting to get some ghosts. There's a reaper. Here's another reaper. Nice mean looking ones. A little bit orange. I feel like an idiot. I found a few broken Leviathans. I'm trying to ripen them. I might use them for powder. I think this year I'm going to dehydrate some peppers and make powder. There's another reaper. I got a chocolate Bhutlah Scorpion right here. If you guys remember, I ate this for Greg Marcus's birthday last year with him and Heiko on a live stream. Good pepper. I haven't eaten one yet this year. I've frozen a few. I need to taste some of these, and we're gonna leave it up to you on which ones I taste. I think here's another Leviathan version 1, which is the Leviathan that's not the way it's supposed to be. And all these right here, all these babies, these ones look like this. These are all Leviathan gnarly scorpions. And that's what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be, like you can see, a very gnarly looking pepper. The one I got last year was this color, that shape, that kind of look. If you guys haven't seen the video, it's there. From last October or November or something like that. I got some Trinidad Viper purple boot cross peppers, which turned out to be a yellow pepper, strangely enough. This isn't a stable pepper yet, but this is the second generation I've grown. This is from seeds that I took from peppers that I had last year, and as you can see, they look exactly the same. So I would say these are probably a quite stable strain of pepper now. And these have ripened nicely. Some of them are still out there with just green tips, so I haven't plucked them yet, but there's a bunch more ready to go. I really like these peppers. What else do I have here? I've got the Chocolate Bhutlah Scorpions. I got some of them. They're really nice looking peppers. The chocolate ones are really pretty looking peppers, I think. If you look at them, especially when they're fresh, there's something about every pepper here, the way they look when they're fresh, especially the yellow ones. They stand out to me as particularly really pretty when they're fresh peppers. The red ones look great, but the chocolate ones surprise me. They look pretty cool. And these Chocolate Bhutlah Scorpion peppers, they look amazing. And not only that, they pack a good amount of heat, and they taste pretty good. I like using them. And I've made some sauces. I've cooked with these peppers. I've made spaghetti. But yeah, I've made a couple of sauces so far with the old Leviathan, the one that looks like this. And I used Chocolate Bhutlah Scorpions. I used Reapers and Ghosts in a different version of it. And I think I'm going to make a couple more sauces using these Leviathans, because I got a lot of these, or a lot more. They're almost ready. And I think I'm going to do those maybe with combination of this chocolate pepper and maybe this pepper. We'll see. This is a really good pepper. I really like this one. It's got a great taste. I chop these up and put them on burgers. They're great. So yeah, that's a sampling of what I've been harvesting this year. As we've gotten further into the harvest season, I've been getting more Reapers and Ghosts. Wasn't getting those early on. My Bhutlah and, the Chocolate Bhutlah and the Chocolate Moruga were pretty much tapped out now. There's only a couple left on them, and no flowers and no hope for any more, obviously, with the temperature going down like the way it is. So a couple of plants are almost done. A couple of them seem like they got a week or two or maybe even 3 left. So I'm hoping the weather stays warm well into October, and I'll get a nice final harvest from my Reapers, Ghosts, and the Leviathans, because I still have quite a number of these out there that are still green, and I hope they are ready in time, or at least close enough. Whatever isn't, I'll turn into powder, because I think I'm going to try making some super hot jerky, because I really like that stuff from that I got last year, and I want to make my own. So I think I'm going to try doing that since I'm making stuff. And oh yeah, I'm going to do a review of my hot sauce, I think, on next week's episode. I wasn't going to do that before. I said it was a wanker thing to do. Greg Marcus over at Fire in the Hole says that he thinks I should do it. Well, he said this a long time ago, not recently. But he says that he thinks I should do it, and it's not a wanker move. So, you know what? I've got 2 sauces that are ready. I've got quite a lot of them. I've got a good amount that should last for a year. But I haven't tasted them yet. They've been sitting in the fridge. I've given them time for the flavors to blend and, become what it's going to be before I taste it for the first time. And I think now it's been 3 weeks. So I think I'm going to taste those and review them for the channel. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to tasting them. I think they're going to be hot as hell. We'll talk about those sauces, though, in those shows when it comes to that time. So yeah, we've gone over my harvest for the year. There's big UFC tonight. I'm looking forward to Woodley Covington. I'm not going to do a pick today. This fight's a close fight. I think it could go either way. Woodley seems like he's done. I mean, I've always kind of accused the guy of having a lot of quit, but his last couple of fights have been a disaster, and I think he might be done because his focus isn't there anymore, and he is 38. He's got other things on the go that are good. Whatever. Covington, he's a pitter-patter fighter, but he could easily decision this fight. I'd like to see him get smashed again. Last year he got his jaw broken, and that was great because the guy never shuts up. So I'm looking forward to the fight because maybe Woodley will smash him. I'm hoping, but won't be surprised if he doesn't. So I'm not going to pick it. I just want to enjoy it, and you guys should watch it and enjoy it too. And we'll see how it goes. And I think next week we'll pick UFC 253. I think it's 253 next week. I think we'll do a pick for that, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, before we go, I want you guys to make sure you subscribe and hit that like button and give me some comments. I need more comments and likes from you guys. I want to show you something that happened at work. A guy at work was talking a lot of crap because I've been telling him about how I'm growing peppers and I can handle eating them. And, he's grown up eating hot stuff like Scotch bonnets and whatnot. And his family's got a restaurant that makes some great food and stuff like that. So he's been around it all his life. And he was pretty confident that he could handle the jump from, Scotch bonnets, habanero type heat to eating Chocolate Bhutlah Scorpions and Reapers. He really wanted to try a Reaper. Really wanted to try a Reaper. And I was telling him that he wasn't going to be able to handle it. And he was very overconfident, like a young guy would be, thinking that he would. So I finally convinced him to do something less, and I brought in a small Bhutlah, probably about that size. I brought him in a Chocolate Bhutlah Scorpion about that size, and I gave it to him, and let him have at it to see. Because, I did talk some sense into him about how this stuff is and what will happen to your stomach if you're not used to it and everything. So I told him to try one of these, chew it up, give it a good chew for 30 seconds, and spit it out. So let's check it out. I recorded it. The video's not great. I stopped it early because he ended up going to the bathroom. We'll talk about that more after the clip. But here's how it goes when somebody is cocky enough and has the balls to try a super hot pepper for the first time without any idea about what's to happen. Check this video out. 30 seconds, just chew the shit out of that.
When the nose starts running and the eyes start watering?
It's starting to get the heat now. You just got to taste the heat.
Tongue is about to go wrong.
It's starting to feel like hot lava, right? A little bit?
A little bit.
Keep chewing. Keep chewing. Oh, I don't know if you chewed it enough. Is that bad?
There goes the eyes. There the eyes watering.
It's gonna build still, dude. There you go. That a boy. I'm proud of you. What? No, don't do that. That's gonna make it worse.
All right, do it. It's cooking in.
He's handling it quite well.
It's bad.
Bad? What would you say out of 10? 10. 10? Is it a 10? Are you tapping? Is that tap out hot? And as you can see, he tried to tough it out and act cool about it, but in the end, the pepper made him honest, and he couldn't hide it for long that it was damn hot. And I tried to warn him when he went for the water. I tried to warn him. I said, "Don't do it, dude." But he did. And after I shut the camera off, he stood in the bathroom there, rinsing his mouth and spitting water. I think for about 10 or 15 minutes. He just sip, spit, sip, spit, sip, spit. He did it for about 10 or 15 minutes. But you know what? I got to hand it to him. He had balls. A lot of people don't have the balls to go through that. He thought he could handle it, even though I did scare him a bit. And he stepped down a bit on what he was going to try first. But I respect him for doing it. I respect him for taking it up. And, he didn't ride it out like I hoped he would, but he did good, man. So, thanks, Justin. That was quite funny to watch happen, and I hope everybody enjoys watching that happen. Make sure you subscribe. Check out last week's video, which was actually 4 weeks ago. And check out this video here. And we'll be back next week with my sauce tasting, and we'll see how things go. Thanks for tuning in.